Is it true that Cowboy was teasing a friend that just joined the army and started scat singing the words hip hop, hip hip to mimic the way a soldier marches, and then the term hip hop came to represent the musical genre that you helped start?
That's right. That was the exact story. There was a guy. His name was Mike, but his nickname was Kokomo. And he was joining the army. And Cowboy, we was in the club. The club was called the Black Door. So we was in the club, and that's when he started, mimicking, like when they do the army, the cadence marches, and it stuck. The rest is history. But the funny thing about that is, like, people didn't call it hip hop at first.
What did they call it?
It was hip hop, but this is how they used the term. They said, y'all gonna have to find something else to do other than that hip hop shit. That was the term. And then it just caught on because nobody thought that it was gonna last. Like, we in the parties, we hip hopping, so this is like the first, year and a half of what was going on. So we taking it serious, and but the people that was older than us, 5, 6, 7 years older, they was like, that ain't gonna last.
Comments in different sections. So Sadat, you haven't said anything. How do you weigh in on the origins of hip hop or this situation with this rapper saying it? Listen. Once and for all, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I got my square, and as long as nothing comes in my square, y'all niggas could have civil war on the outside. You understand? Some of the niggas champion it, okay, but then some niggas look like straight up bitches, B. No, this shit, no, that shit, no, this. Look like a fucking bunch of bitches, B.
Yo, what the deal? Black at you, man. Check this out, man. I got hit up, right? It's just funny times. We in funny times, you know what I mean? So basically they asked me my opinion. Yo, Black, how you feel about, he used to be called Derek X, right? You cats know him. Now they call him Sadat X, right? Basically, he said his part about the whole FBA, the whole FAT JOE Latino situation. They asked him a question basically, right? Oh, he was answering. They didn't really ask him a question on the spot. He was doing his little 1-2. And he was basically, had been questioned according to him. And his response was, excuse me, niggas. His response was, first he said, Lord Jamar is going to say what Lord Jamar is going to say. You feel me? He said, we all know that. Everybody know Jamar gonna say what he want to say. He gonna speak his mind, especially things that pertain to what he's passionate about, such as this, evidently, right? So he would say, yo, it is what it is. He said, but at the end of the day, for those that's asking him, how does he feel? He said, yo, miss me with it. He said, I don't care about that ish, you know what I mean? He said it more vulgar, but I gotta be soft because social media done turned soft. You dig? So I don't want to offend. So I got to say that ish, you know what I mean? He said don't question him, don't ask him about that ish, because he don't care about that ish. But then he made another point, and he said, which I thought was deep. He said, don't ask me a question or cast as suckers for commenting on things that they would not tell these brothers they self. They wouldn't tell Fat Joe. They wouldn't ish on Fat Joe they self. They wouldn't ish on Lord Jamar they self. So basically, spitting about it is whack. Is wiggity whack. You know what I mean? So anyway, it brings me to the point like this, right? They asked me my opinion on the situation. Because I'm not gonna lie, I've been letting loose on the situation for a minute. I got mixed emotions. You know what I mean? I got some Puerto Rican brothers, some Latino brothers hit me up, and they didn't really approve with me breaking down the fact that they wasn't involved in hip hop's conception. They came 5, 6 years later, right? And then I had some brothers, preferably them FBA cats, and they was mad because I guess I didn't get black enough on the situation. You dig? And my response, because somebody asked me, they said, yo, Black. They said, yo, how do you feel about Sadat X not really giving the people what they felt they wanted to hear? You know what I mean? Check this out, man. I ain't faulting that brother. I ain't faulting that brother because some people don't want to hear it. Some people don't want to be involved. Now, is it easy for us from the outside looking in to say, damn, Sadat, you supposed to be Lamar man, you supposed to be Jamar man, you know what I mean? You was actually participating in hip-hop's, not earliest years, but you did some late 80s through the 90s, you feel me, in the game. You out of all people should be one of the people that's involved in voicing up, manning up, fessing the naysayers up. I can get with that. But some cats don't want to be bothered. It's not like Sadat is a young man. See, a young man would have been all in it. You dig? All in it like you know how it is. All in it like some good when she looking good. You know what I mean? All in it like that, knee deep in it, niggas. Right? Remember what Jay said? I beat it up. I be up in it so much in it like a champ up in it. Be up in it so long, get my marketing plans transferred in it. The Panani niggas. Damn, man, the Panani niggas. So back to the scheduled programming, man. We could look at it like that, but then I gotta keep it real. I gotta speak from an OG's perspective and an OG's mindset. Some people don't want to be bothered with it, although sometimes we feel that they should. Some people got a mind of their own. So I do respect Sadat for not just running with narratives and making up, you know what I'm saying, just going with the vibe because cats is pressuring them. I respect them more for speaking up. I don't want to be a part of the shenanigans, so screw the shenanigans. You dig? Listen, man. End the debate, man. I love the hood soldiers, man. But hip-hop is a black man's sport. You dig? I'm from the South Bronx, man, where hip-hop started. And check this out, man. Hip-hop, the name hip-hop even came from Cowboy Sleep in Peace, niggas. So you do the math, nigga. The hip-hop name even came from black niggas, man. You do the math.
Is it true that Cowboy was teasing a friend that just joined the army and started scat singing the words hip-hop, hip-hip to mimic the way a soldier marches, and then the term hip-hop came to represent the musical genre that you helped start?
That's right. That was the exact story.